Hey guys, greetings from the Vaughnweightlifting Kilo Cave and welcome to our website. We are definitely excited to launch and to be able to share our philosophy on weightlifting with you in a number of different ways. We're going to start that process off with a 14-week weightlifting program that we have planned out to peak for our competition that's going to be held right next door here at CrossFit Syntex on July 9th. Now, keep in mind you can use this program for any other competition that might be after, or for any other reason. If you just want to throw a date out there that you want to kind of peek and test yourself, you're going to be able to get into our archives. Now, for this 14-week program, we have the options of 3 days per week, 4 days per week, or 5 days per week. Now whichever one you pick, I recommend that you stick with that the whole time. There's going to be a plan for that that's going to progress for those specific number of days. So 3, 4, and 5 days per week, and I want you to really think about which one fits your schedule better. Don't force 5 days a week if it's going to be something that you're really having to squeeze in time-wise and everything else. So really consider what fits, what really fits you best. If you're not sure, then start off with 3 days a week and see how that's going for you. And the next cycle, you can move it on up. Now, each week or so, I'm going to be coming at you guys with a new video and just kind of giving you a heads up on what's coming, what kind of things to look out for throughout the week. So week 1 here. What's going to be coming on week 1? The first couple things, or the first thing that I want to talk about is kind of some terminology and definitions and some concepts that I want you to be aware of. And of course, we'll get into to more details and more specific exercises as we go. Keep in mind as well that we're going to have some instructional videos that are going to be accompanied with specific exercises in the program, and also demo videos with kind of some written explanations and cues to help you out on that. So keep that in mind as well. But basically, on any pressing movement, you're going to see the term relaxed. Okay. So what does relaxed really mean? Relaxed is a support position. So basically, once you've pressed over your head from the front rack, from behind the neck in a snatch grip, strict press, snatch grip, push press, whatever it may be, I want you to find a more relaxed position overhead as opposed to having a death grip on the bar, straight wrist, or a shrugged shoulder. I want you to pull that wrist back. That'll help you pull the shoulder back in a better position, lock out the elbow, and try to find that position where the body is in alignment and more relaxed overhead. Now, that may not be a completely relaxed position for some of you guys, and some of you guys may have to force it, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit more as we go, but we're looking for that relaxed support position that you're going to hold for a couple seconds on each rep. Now, the next thing I want you to look out for is what we're going to refer to as the launch position. We talk a lot about the launch position in the CrossFit Weightlifting Beginner course and the CrossFit Weightlifting Advanced course that I lead. And the launch position, we're going to indicate for you to snatch from that position. It's basically a hang position, or to clean from that position, to do a snatch or a clean lift off, which is from the floor up to that position. Pause in that position. Feel that position is going to be a big focal point for you guys. And you guys, if you stick with this program for any amount of time, you're going to hear me talk about it a lot. You're going to see it a lot in your program. But it is right with the bar touching the top of the kneecap, and that's the specific position that I want. So when you're getting into this position and you're pausing, make sure that the barbell is touching the top of the kneecap, and you're going to get a lot more out of those exercises that we're referring to. And also really pay attention in the videos and the instructions of what a specific launch position, what is the ideal launch position that we're looking for, what does it feel like. It'll feel a little bit different for different people, but what does it feel like, what does it look like, and that kind of thing. Another thing, straps. Strap use. It's going to be indicated on some of the exercises, straps recommended, and that basically means, you know, use straps for this exercise and you're going to get quite a bit more out of it. Now, if you've never used straps before, weightlifting straps, you're strapping your hands to the bar. It's going to do a number of things. It's going to help save your grip, you know, for all the work that you're going to be doing, especially if you're going to be combining CrossFit with this, then you're going to get plenty of grip work and hand work. But what I want you to really think about is not toughing these things out, like doing a number of hang snatches without straps, or snatch or clean position work, meaning medium or heavier snatch, clean deadlifts, tempo work, pausing at the launch position, and that kind of thing. So not necessarily toughing that out and thinking that you're going to be missing out on grip work, but let's be a little bit smarter about this. So be smart, and what that means is that you're going to use these straps to allow yourself to focus on maintaining tension and position, bar closeness, all of those things that you're going to see us talk about over and over and over again. You're going to have a better chance of that, you know, especially if you're working medium to heavy reps, 5 to 10 reps in the clean deadlift, snatch deadlift, for example, so your focus doesn't go down to your hands, you're losing your grip, your hands are slipping, you're compensating by having to grip more with your hands, bending those elbows and that kind of thing. So use those straps more for that purpose than anything else. You'll hear me talk a lot about using as little help as you possibly can, meaning, you know, a lot of belt use or knee wrap use and that kind of thing. I think for Olympic lifting, you're better off staying away from those as much as possible, but straps I think you can benefit from quite a bit. Also, we're going to use straps in the front rack for a stretch. So you're going to see that, you're going to strap yourself to the bar, and what I want you to make sure of there is that you're putting your hands in the right position. Now, again, you'll hear me talk about this more as we go, but this index finger I like to see outside of the shoulder, 2 to 3 inches. I feel like that's going to give you your best, most solid front rack position, most supportive front rack position. And what happens a lot of times is that people's hands will slip, their finger will slip into touching the shoulder in their front squats or in the reception of their clean. Maybe they only have one finger underneath. So what I want you to make sure of when you strap yourself to the bar, make sure you have that distance, and this is going to force all fingers to stay underneath. You're going to get a good, really good stretch out of that. Basically, wherever you need to be stretching the front rack, by strapping yourself to the bar, it's going to help that a whole lot. Now, be careful if you've never done that before. It can get pretty aggressive. So what I want you to do the first time you do it is just make sure that you get it in your front rack position, take it out of the rack, hold it in the standing position, and if you at least feel halfway comfortable, then you can go down for that full squat or that partial squat that we have indicated. We also have some other front rack mobility that we have to go along with that. Also, big thing you're going to see a lot in our programs are pause squats. Every kind of pause squat, overhead, front, back, and that kind of thing. So what I want you to make sure of is that you're pausing in that extreme bottomed out full range of motion position, and not only that, but that it's quality. So if you go down to your buried position, it isn't quality, meaning that, you know, your back is rounding or you're losing tension where you need tension. Now your bottom position, again, I want you to think about it being more relaxed and tight, but of course you need to be locked in, your core needs to be locked in, your back needs to be locked in, but sitting in that bottom position, if it's not quality yet, then what I want you to do is go take a look at our contraption squats on the Vaughnweightlifting YouTube channel and think about following those indications there. Contraption squat or contraption method, and what you'll do is basically switch those contraption squats out in whatever way you need to from the indications that you see there from that protocol with the squats that are written into your program, and that'll give you and our program a much better chance of success there. So keep that in mind as well. Also, percentages. Percentages on this program, especially this week number 1, you're going to see that they're low, medium weights. I want you to make sure that you understand that there's a progression plan to this program, to basically any program that we're going to put out, meaning in weight and in exercises. And so make sure that you're following the program. Keep the weight to those percentages, even if it feels really light and you feel really good and you're tempted. We get weeks down the line, there's going to be weeks to where you're supposed to go light, but you feel good and recovered enough, and you're going to be so tempted to take heavier weights than what's indicated. But follow the program. You're going to get so much more out of the program in the end. You'll lift more on that. You'll have a better chance to lift more on that peak date if you'll stick to it and understand there's always a purpose behind those percentages in that plan. But again, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for checking out our website. We hope you enjoy our philosophy, our entire philosophy on weightlifting, and we hope you benefit from our programs. Thank you, guys. See you next week.